It's time for a death battle!
Rewritten.
Heihechi Mishima, billionaire megalomaniac behind the king of the Iron Fist. Akuma, Street Fighter's supreme master of the fist. Heihechi is a practitioner of Mishima-style fighting karate, based on real-life Goju Ryu, also known as hard, soft style.
Goju Ryu combines hard striking kicks and punches with open-hand circular techniques for grapples, takedowns, and throws.
Heihachi's fighting style is aggression personified, with such techniques as the dragon uppercut, slash punch combo, and demon scissors.
And if he really wanted to, he could impale you on one of his hair horns.
Heihechi has even mastered the use of ki, or spirit energy, to manifest lightning, like in his classic Electric Wind God Fist. His ki can even enhance his physicality to frankly absurd levels.
Like the time he caught a bullet in his mouth. I'd say that's crazy, but he did the same thing to a tomahawk before shattering it with his teeth.
Or the time he got dogpiled by a bunch of Russian androids called Jacks, which all self-destructed, annihilating the temple he was in. Other Jack models were strong enough to destroy a 6-mile-wide apocalyptic asteroid and survive being blasted by a satellite laser.
By taking a look at the size of the blast compared to the height of the clouds, this laser was packing around 1.6 megatons of TNT, and Heihechi can tear through the newest Jack models like that hatchet must have tore through his—
Boom! Heihechi returned to battle his son once again, and this time tossed him into a volcano.
Beating his son ain't too shabby, considering Kaz is one of the strongest fighters in the entire world, even without the devil gene, which, surprise, turns him into a goddamn demon. He can fire laser beams fast enough to hit a satellite in a fraction of a second, and yes, this is the same satellite we keep bringing up.
Measuring how far Kazuya was from the satellite, his forehead laser would have to be moving at just over 1% the speed of light.
And the Hatchmeister was fast enough to intercept this same beam in order to save Kazuya's life from his evil devil self.
He fought Kazuya as he lived. A man. No cyborg enhancements, no devil gene, no whatever Yoshimitsu is. Heihechi fought his literal demons with nothing more than his stubborn, egomaniacal refusal to give up until he could stand no longer. Fighting. He and his brother Goken were taught the form of Ansatsuken.
He combines judo, kenpo, and karate into a unique style that's all about murdering your opponent as fast as possible. He can rain down Go Hadoukens, teleport with the Ashura Senku, and take you for a whirl with the Tatsumaki Zankyukaku.
And if Akuma ever wants to take things up a notch, he can summon forth the Kongo Kokoretsuzan, a geyser of pure energy strong enough to sink an island.
And loop himself up with enough oil to, get this, launch E-Honda into orbit to headbutt a giant meteor into smithereens.
Hey, I've already done the math. It's over 500 trillion tons.
And the macho mayor Mike Hagar can pile drive people so hard, it makes an explosion you can see from space.
Comparing the blast size to Earth's diameter, this explosion must have a yield of over 120 teratons of TNT.
That might seem nuts, but hey, Akuma's done the same kind of thing.
And apparently, he was right, as he defeated Goken with his signature technique, the Shun Goku Satsu,
AKA the Raging Demon.
With this, Akuma gives in to his killing intent, targeting a person's soul and killing their spirit with the weight of their sins. There is only one known way to survive it, emptying your own soul from your body.
Speaking of souls, this guy Nakali once tried to take Akuma's by devouring him, but not being in Devore, Akuma just blew him up instead. Passion thing, he has a weird code of honor.
It's not compassion at all. To Akuma, fighting is a sort of religion, and respecting the art is more important than anything. He'll spare those with an unfair disadvantage, and those whom he deems respects martial arts like him and can improve, as disrespectfully as possible.
Like when he jumped that a-hole and Bison so fast he killed him in one shot, and Bison was quick enough to tag this satellite laser beam.
Following the beam speed at this angle, we can determine it was moving well over 5,000 times the speed of sound.
Best until he'd mastered the Satsui no Hado and become Akuma Blanco, Shin Akuma.
As Shin Akuma, he possesses full control over the dark art, using it to its fullest extent.
Only Gotetsu had ever mastered the Hado like this, because doing it is not just super difficult, but super dangerous. He also knows that if he's not careful, he could lose himself to it.
And when he does, because the Hado will take his body and become the awesome, demonic Oni.
Oh, he's super powerful. Oni's got all sorts of new moves and can easily overpower pretty much any other Street Fighter. To the dark side of the Hado yet, the dude split apart mountains, taking a leisurely trip to the bottom of the ocean, and literally leaped into the land above the clouds. He just jumped and he was there.